Charming small garden ideas for tiny outdoor spaces, easy DIY tips. In today's rapidly changing world, where urban living and compact housing have become the norm, the question of outdoor space takes on a new level of importance. More and more people find themselves living in apartments, townhouses, or smaller homes where sprawling backyards are simply not an option. Yet, the desire to connect with nature remains strong, and this is where the concept of charming small gardens comes into play. These are not grand estates or expansive lawns, but thoughtful, intimate spaces that bring greenery, life, and character into the everyday environment. A small garden becomes not just an accessory to the home, but an essential extension of lifestyle, an area that combines design, functionality, and emotion. When considering how to approach such limited outdoor environments, one of the most effective strategies is vertical gardening. This method reimagines walls, fences, and railings as living canvases, turning bare structures into lush displays of plants. Imagine a wooden pallet propped against a wall, now brimming with herbs like basil and mint, or a sleek metal trellis adorned with climbing jasmine and morning glories. By moving the greenery upward, you maximize visual impact without crowding valuable ground space. Vertical gardens also add rhythm and texture, guiding the eye toward movement and growth. They not only solve the problem of space, but also become statements of creativity, transforming plain surfaces into architectural features. Container gardening offers another versatile solution. The beauty of containers lies in their flexibility. They are mobile, customizable, and adaptable to any style. From classic terracotta pots to galvanized steel tubs or even quirky repurposed crates, containers introduce character and personality into a garden. They can be rearranged seasonally, rotated for optimal sunlight, or grouped in clusters for layered visual interest. Groupings of 3 at different heights, for example, can establish harmony and depth, creating miniature landscapes that feel curated yet spontaneous. The consistency of materials, colors, or shapes also allows a small area to feel cohesive and intentional. With containers, design becomes fluid and ever-evolving, just like nature itself. Beyond plants, small gardens thrive when they are anchored by focal points or themes. A charming bistro table tucked into a corner, a vintage wooden bench beneath a flowering arch, or even a small fountain surrounded by moss and ferns. All of these elements provide structure and narrative. A garden without a focal point risks feeling scattered, while a carefully chosen centerpiece ties the experience together. Clever additions, such as mirrors, can enhance this effect, expanding the sense of space and reflecting greenery in ways that multiply the visual depth. With one thoughtful choice, a compact corner suddenly becomes immersive, drawing the eye and inviting relaxation. The role of herbs in these small sanctuaries cannot be overstated. Rosemary, thyme, lavender, and parsley thrive in modest conditions while offering fragrance, color, and practical use. A vertical rack of mason jars planted with herbs can double as a rustic kitchen extension, while potted lavender can perfume the evening air and attract pollinators. In this way, herb gardens embody the philosophy of modern design. Beauty paired with utility. They elevate the sensory experience, engaging sight, smell, and taste, while reinforcing the notion that a garden, however small, can enrich daily living. Lighting transforms these spaces further, especially after sunset. As daylight fades, string lights weave a magical atmosphere, turning balconies or patios into inviting retreats. Solar lanterns along pathways or LED fairy lights draped across railings provide warmth and intimacy. The interplay of light and shadow enhances textures, highlights foliage, and adds a theatrical quality to the night garden. What was once a functional outdoor corner by day becomes an enchanting stage by evening, extending its use and broadening its purpose. This layering of design, plants, structures, focal points, and lighting illustrates how even the smallest gardens can offer multidimensional experiences. Furniture choice plays a decisive role in completing the design. In limited areas, each piece must serve multiple purposes. Folding chairs that tuck away, benches with hidden storage, or slim cafe sets crafted from weather-resistant materials allow the space to remain adaptable and uncluttered. The guiding principle here is lightness and versatility. furnishings that support comfort without overwhelming. The right furniture not only makes the garden usable, but reinforces its personality, whether leaning toward rustic charm, modern minimalism, or eclectic creativity. Color palettes and textures round out the design language of a small garden. A cohesive palette prevents visual chaos, whether it's the serene combination of white blooms and green foliage, or a bold array of tropical colors. Textural variation. Broad leaves beside feathery grasses, glossy succulents near velvety mosses creates contrast and depth. Even a garden dominated by shades of green can feel dynamic when textures are thoughtfully layered. The interplay of color and form mirrors the sophistication of interior design, reminding us that outdoor spaces deserve the same level of consideration. Finally, attention to edges and corners brings completeness to the garden. Often overlooked, these spaces hold great potential for design impact. A climbing rose in the corner softens sharp angles, while tall ornamental grasses can create vertical accents that balance lower plantings. Trellises, pergolas, or even narrow planters in these spaces draw the eye upward, enhancing the perception of height and spaciousness. With these touches, the boundaries of a small garden become opportunities rather than limitations. The philosophy of charming small gardens lies in maximizing potential while honoring individuality. These are spaces that merge utility with aesthetic, where every detail contributes to a sense of harmony. They are not about imitating large landscapes on a reduced scale, but about embracing intimacy, celebrating creativity, and inviting nature into the rhythm of daily life. In this approach, the smallest patio can become a haven of calm, the tiniest balcony an oasis of vitality. The lesson is clear: size is no barrier to beauty, and with vision and care, any outdoor space can be transformed into a sanctuary that reflects both personality and the timeless charm of nature. As the conversation around modern architecture and outdoor design continues to evolve, the small garden stands as both a reflection of personal lifestyle and a response to global trends. In the current era, sustainability, multifunctionality, and wellness are no longer just options. They are priorities shaping the way we envision outdoor spaces. The compact garden becomes a stage where these values intersect, offering a glimpse into how architecture and landscape design can adapt to changing cultural and environmental needs. More than just decorative, these spaces embody innovation and a deep respect for nature, making them essential elements in the homes of today and tomorrow. One of the strongest trends influencing small garden design is the integration of sustainable practices. Urban gardeners are increasingly embracing rainwater harvesting systems, drip irrigation, and self-watering containers to conserve resources. Recycled materials, such as reclaimed wood, concrete, and metal, are being repurposed into planters, furniture, and decorative elements, giving new life to objects while reducing waste. Even compact composting systems now fit seamlessly into small balconies or patios, turning food scraps into nutrient-rich soil for herbs and flowers. These innovations demonstrate how sustainability can blend seamlessly with style, reinforcing the garden as both a functional and environmentally responsible space. Another defining characteristic of contemporary small garden design is multifunctionality. In limited areas, a single space must often serve multiple purposes. A balcony garden, for instance, can double as a morning cafe, an evening lounge, and a weekend retreat. Modular furniture allows easy transitions, while movable planters provide flexibility to create zones tailored for different times of day. A narrow strip of outdoor space might incorporate a vertical herb wall for cooking, a small desk for remote work, and a cozy reading nook, all within a few square meters. This multifunctional approach ensures that every inch of the garden contributes meaningfully to daily living, aligning with the demands of modern urban lifestyles. Wellness, too, has become a central theme in the evolution of small gardens. People are increasingly aware of the therapeutic benefits of greenery, fresh air, and natural light. Compact outdoor areas are now being curated as sanctuaries for mental and physical well-being. Designers often integrate calming features such as water elements, wind chimes, or aromatic plants like lavender and chamomile, which reduce stress and promote relaxation. Small meditation corners with minimal seating or yoga-friendly flooring are gaining popularity, turning modest gardens into wellness retreats. This trend reflects the broader cultural movement toward holistic living, where health and design coexist in perfect harmony. Technology also plays a vital role in shaping the small gardens of today and tomorrow. Smart lighting systems, app-controlled irrigation, and compact air-purifying devices allow homeowners to manage their outdoor areas with precision and efficiency. Solar-powered accessories, from lanterns to charging stations, demonstrate the potential of renewable energy to enhance convenience without compromising environmental values. These technologies do more than add modern flair. They enable small gardens to operate with greater intelligence, minimizing effort while maximizing impact. As homes become increasingly connected, outdoor spaces are joining the digital ecosystem, merging tradition with innovation. When it comes to style, minimalism continues to exert strong influence, especially in tight spaces where every design choice matters. Clean lines, uncluttered arrangements, and restrained color palettes create a sense of calm and sophistication. Yet, minimalism in small gardens is not about austerity, but about clarity, allowing plants and textures to take center stage without distraction. At the same time, maximalist approaches are also making waves, with bold colors, layered plantings, and eclectic accessories creating a sense of abundance, even in confined areas. This duality between minimalism and maximalism highlights the adaptability of small garden design, proving that personality and creativity thrive regardless of space constraints. The integration of architecture and landscape is another key trend shaping small gardens. Rather than treating outdoor areas as separate entities, designers are increasingly blurring the boundaries between interior and exterior. Sliding glass doors, floor-to-ceiling windows, and continuity in flooring materials create seamless transitions, making gardens feel like natural extensions of living rooms or kitchens. Even a narrow balcony can feel expansive when it visually connects to the home's interior design language. This architectural integration not only maximizes the perception of space, but also enhances the experience of indoor-outdoor living, which has become a hallmark of modern lifestyle design. In terms of plant choices, adaptability and diversity dominate current trends. Drought-resistant succulents, native species, and edible plants are favored for their resilience and practicality. Vertical planters filled with herbs and leafy greens provide sustenance while maintaining visual appeal. Pollinator-friendly flowers such as echinacea and marigolds contribute to ecological balance, attracting bees and butterflies even in the heart of the city. Designers are also experimenting with layering strategies, combining tall grasses, mid-level shrubs, and ground covers to simulate the richness of larger landscapes within confined borders. The result is a miniature ecosystem that reflects both ecological awareness and aesthetic ambition. Lighting design continues to evolve as a defining element of small gardens. Beyond string lights and lanterns, designers are incorporating architectural lighting strategies to highlight textures, create shadows, and frame focal points. Subtle uplighting on a featured tree, recessed lights along pathways, or LED strips beneath benches all contribute to a garden that feels dynamic and sophisticated after dark. These techniques transform compact spaces into captivating environments, reinforcing the notion that a small garden can be just as dramatic and atmospheric as its larger counterparts. Ultimately, the trends shaping today's small gardens point toward a future where design, technology, and sustainability converge. These gardens are not about compromise, but about creativity, about finding opportunity in limitation, and crafting spaces that reflect individuality while addressing global challenges. They embody a new kind of luxury, intimacy, thoughtfulness, and purpose. As we continue to adapt to urban density and environmental concerns, small gardens stand as symbols of resilience and imagination. They remind us that beauty and tranquility can flourish in even the most limited spaces, offering inspiration not just for the present, but for generations to come. Looking toward the future, small gardens will continue to evolve as reflections of both cultural values and technological progress. They will not merely be outdoor corners filled with plants, but carefully designed ecosystems where architecture, lifestyle, and sustainability converge. As cities grow denser and personal space becomes more precious, the role of compact gardens will expand beyond decoration, offering solutions for food production, wellness, and environmental stewardship. This vision of the future positions the small garden as a vital element of modern living, seamlessly blending tradition with innovation. One significant direction for the future lies in the rise of urban farming within limited spaces. Compact hydroponic and aquaponic systems are becoming increasingly accessible, allowing apartment dwellers to grow leafy greens, herbs, and even small fruits without soil. These systems, combined with vertical gardening techniques, transform balconies and rooftops into productive microfarms. As food security and sustainability concerns grow worldwide, the ability to produce fresh, organic ingredients at home will be both empowering and necessary. Small gardens will no longer just symbolize beauty and tranquility, but will serve as essential contributors to self-sufficiency and ecological responsibility. The integration of biophilic design principles is also expected to shape the next generation of garden architecture. Biophilia, the innate human connection to nature, guides designers to create spaces that nurture physical and emotional well-being. In the context of small gardens, this might involve the use of natural materials, water features that mimic natural streams, or plant groupings inspired by forest understories. By recreating the sensory richness of the natural world, these spaces encourage mindfulness, creativity, and relaxation, even in the busiest urban environments. The future of small gardens lies not in replicating traditional landscaping on a smaller scale, but in reimagining nature as an intimate companion to daily life. Technology will continue to revolutionize how we design and experience compact gardens. Smart sensors will monitor soil moisture, temperature, and plant health, sending updates directly to mobile devices. Automated irrigation and lighting systems, powered by renewable energy, will ensure optimal conditions with minimal intervention. Augmented reality applications may allow homeowners to visualize plant arrangements before planting, offering guidance on color palettes, seasonal changes, and growth patterns. In this future, technology becomes not a replacement for human care, but an ally, enhancing creativity and efficiency while preserving the organic beauty of the garden. Architectural integration will move to even greater levels of sophistication. Rooftops, balconies, and courtyards will be designed as multi-layered extensions of the home, incorporating greenery into facades, overhangs, and even interior walls. Living walls and green roofs will become standard features in urban housing, blurring the boundaries between built structures and natural elements. These innovations not only expand the usable outdoor area, but also improve energy efficiency, reduce heat absorption, and contribute to cleaner air. The small garden of the future will no longer feel like an optional luxury, but an embedded part of the architecture itself, inseparable from the identity of the home. Cultural diversity will also leave its imprint on the evolution of small gardens. As global connections deepen, design inspirations will blend traditions from different regions. A balcony in Europe might feature Japanese Zen-inspired minimalism, while an American rooftop could incorporate Mediterranean herbs alongside native grasses. This fusion of styles will create gardens that feel both personal and global, carrying stories of heritage and innovation in every detail. The universal appeal of greenery ensures that these spaces remain timeless while continuing to adapt to contemporary lifestyles. The emotional dimension of small gardens will grow stronger in the future. In a world where stress, noise, and digital overload are ever present, these spaces will serve as sanctuaries for reflection and calm. Designers will prioritize sensory experiences, from the sound of rustling leaves to the fragrance of night-blooming flowers. Intimate seating areas, sheltered alcoves, and soft lighting will foster moments of solitude and connection. By engaging all the senses, small gardens will become not only physical retreats, but also emotional anchors in the fabric of everyday life. Trends also suggest that color and texture will take on new creative directions. Future small gardens may explore monochromatic palettes that emphasize subtle variations in green or bold, contrasting schemes that use vibrant, tropical foliage. Advances in plant breeding will introduce compact varieties with striking forms and colors tailored for limited spaces. Designers will increasingly experiment with combining traditional plants with modern materials, creating juxtapositions that highlight both the softness of nature and the precision of human design. These stylistic explorations will ensure that no two gardens feel the same, each reflecting the individuality of its creator. As global awareness of climate change grows, resilience will become a key priority in garden design. Small spaces will incorporate drought-tolerant species, water-efficient layouts, and modular systems that adapt to changing weather conditions. Designers will encourage the use of native plants, supporting biodiversity and reducing maintenance demands. In this way, compact gardens will not only serve their owners, but also contribute to the ecological health of their cities. They will act as microhabitats, offering shelter for pollinators, birds, and beneficial insects, thus becoming small but powerful participants in larger environmental networks. Ultimately, the future of charming small gardens lies in their ability to balance practicality with imagination. They will be productive, yet serene, technologically advanced, yet deeply human, rooted in tradition, yet forward-looking. Each small garden will embody the values of its time: sustainability, wellness, beauty, and individuality, while continuing to evolve with changing needs and aspirations. These spaces will remind us that no matter how limited our surroundings may seem, the potential for growth, creativity, and connection to nature remains boundless. In this vision of the future, small gardens are not compromises, but celebrations, testaments to the enduring human desire to live harmoniously with the natural world.